Welcome back to another video. If you're wondering why I said welcome back, I originally did have a video, but you know, funny joke, funny story on what happened to that. Anyways, I hope you liked the video and watch it. Bye. We're doing another ranking video. Today we're ranking the best players that never won a championship or a ring in their NBA career. So how we're going to do this, we're going to have the player and then we're going to show a clip of that player doing something amazing for that player, and then we're going to rank them S through I think D. And yeah, that's how we're gonna do it. First up, we got Paul George. The amount of people who didn't know who Paul George was, it was honestly kind of crazy to me. For Paul George, I chose his game winner against Utah from like way back in the day when he was on the Indiana Pacers. And honestly, I think it's probably one of the top 3 hardest game winners ever.
Got the rebound, throws it out to Paul George.
It should have reset. No, I can't believe that. Fortunately, you know why Paul shot it? The shot clock should have reset.
Sit there and tell me that ain't. Honestly, I think he's a solid B tier. One of my personal favorite players, but I think what keeps him from going anywhere above B tier is the fact that he's never made a finals or won like an actual award in the NBA. Next up, we got the one and only Beard, aka James Harden, with his iconic clip of him crossing an opponent, making him fall on the floor, waiting for him to get up, waiting for his teammate to look at him and realize what's going on, and then step back, shoot a 3.
Allow me to have this man. Down goes Johnson. Too much sauce.
Bro, like, you just can't beat Prime Harden. If he never caught that elbow to the back of the head by Ron Artest, maybe things would have turned out different. Honestly, we're gonna put him in A tier. He's an NBA scoring champion. He's been to an actual finals game before, unlike other people on this list. Invented the step back. Like he's done too many things for him not to be above like A tier or above. Russell Westbrook. This man be legally deleting people on the court. Like look at this clip of him just catching bodies out there. A lot of y'all be forgetting there was a point in time where Russell Westbrook was really that guy. Average triple doubles, led the league in scoring twice, led the league in assists 3 times, I believe. Like, you know, just a solid, just like automatic A tier. Oh yeah, and one more thing, he actually went to a final. Next up, we got Chuck, aka Charles Barkley. I'm not gonna lie, this nigga's highlights was ass, but you know, I looked for y'all for the content, man, and I found this little cool clip. It was cool. And that was number 9. The top 10 most insane Charles Barkley clips on NBA. Allen Iverson, and we got the clip of him shooting and stepping over a Laker.
Straight points by Iverson. Looked like he was dead in the water. The Sixers by 4. 40 seconds left in overtime.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, getting crossed and then getting stepped over is honestly kind of crazy. That shit happens to me. I'm crashing out. I'm gonna put him in B tier just because he never really made it to the finals and barely made it out the second round, like very often. So, you know, what I'm trying to say is the East was weak and so was AI. Next up, we got Steve Nash, another person whose clips were also ass. This man's clips were so trash. Look at this.
Nash recovers. Shot clock down to 2. Down to 1. The teardrop. Yes. Steve Nash.
Hey, for Steve Nash. C tier. Next up, we got one and only Patrick Ewing. Not only did this man take the 1993 to 1994 Houston Rockets to a Game 7, but he almost beat them. So right here, we got a nice clip of him beating Boston. What's that? You said you want to see him dunk? He got dunks too. He got bodies too. For the fact that he took the Houston Rockets to Game 7 automatically makes him S tier. Next up, we have Steve Nash, who was Steve Nash before Steve Nash was even Steve Nash. You know what I mean? AKA John Stockton.
Go down the side. They do. Stock's got it. He's got ready move. Stockton. Grab. Hang it up. It's good. The Jazz win it. The Jazz win it. I can't believe it. The Jazz win it.
John Stockton was just the blueprint for Steve Nash, so he gets the easy B tier.
But Ash, you know that you can't talk about John Stocks without Carmelo.
Well, technically, I can't really talk about Carmelo because he's associated with the number 13. So, next up, we have Dominique Wilkins. What's that? You said you don't know who this nigga is? Well, guess what? I didn't either.
That one away. There's Dominique. Razzle dazzle. You just got to pass it.
This nigga didn't make it past the second round, but I do want to say, I think nowadays, he might. If he was here now, he would probably be kind of tough. Next up, we got the one and only Melo.
Crowd getting on its feet. 5 seconds. Anthony fires the three.
You're probably thinking that was tough. Nah, nigga, that shit was mid. He's just a bigger version of AI. I don't really see what people see in Carmelo Anthony, you know? It's like, in my opinion, he's just mid. He's just bad. And people say he's one of the greatest scorers to ever touch the court. You gotta say the same shit for KD. And look what he turned out to be. C tier. Next up, we got Tracy McGrady. This man just threw his nuts in somebody's face. He threw his nuts in somebody's face. Mid. Next up, we have the one and only Mr. Air Canada.
With his first on the final round. Ladies, wait, timeout. Can I take a timeout?
You saw that and was probably thinking, man, that shit tough. That nigga gotta be at least, you know what I'm saying, something. Never made it to the conference finals. Which kind of sucks because I really fuck with Vince Carter. CP0. You just got done going back to see how that shit went through that nigga's legs, huh? How he got that ball through. I ain't gonna lie, it took me like 2 good times to watch it, but hey, here we're gonna break it down. We see here Chris Paul goes through his legs to the rim. Out of all of these people, I ain't gonna lie, Chris Paul is one of the more successful ones. So yeah, A tier. The New York Killer, aka Reggie Miller.
That is short of the record for both teams in a playoff game. Miller for 3, and he got it. Reggie Miller with a clutch tray, and it's 105-102. And a steal. Miller retreats to the three-point line and hits again. Tie game. Reggie Miller made a 3, stole the ball, raced behind the three-point line, and hit again.
Indiana's win in game 1 at Orlando last year.
Miller hits 2. Anthony stumbles and falls. Time runs out. Reggie Miller scoring 8 points in the final 32 seconds.
If you don't understand what that man just did, he shot a 3, got a steal, shot another 3, got the foul, went to the free throw line, shot 2, which put his team up, so therefore they won and went to the finals. S tier. Well, that's another video in the books. I know what you guys think. You know what I'm saying? I'll leave a like, maybe a video, I'll comment something. Thanks guys. Love you all. Bye.